Well, all right. YouTube decided that it well, wasn't gonna let me play the intro for whatever reason. I was like,
Oh.
okay, play, no, play, and then it decided to not go through, and then the Doge Lord ad came on, and I was like, all right, whatever, we'll just go with it. So, what's up, everybody? Welcome to DeFi Madness. I'm your host, Crypto Miguel, as well as Jay over there. So, hope you all are doing well. Fantastic. How are you all doing, guys? It is a Tuesday for me and Jay. Not that guy. It is not Tuesday for that guy. It's tomorrow. But what's going on, Limitless Crypto? We got that guy Oz. We got Jay in the chat. We got Dan. What's up, Dan? Crypto World. What's up, buddy? Saw you earlier. We were chit-chatting earlier. Limitless Crypto. CC. Miss Jan Coin.
Unbelievable hand coin.
Good old Jan Coin. Face off. Hey, he's gotta do his eyelashes, man. He's gotta get pretty. He works all like nitty gritty and hard, and then he goes and coaches, and then he gets all nasty, so he has to come home and gets to get all pretty and do his makeup. You know, that's how it works. And
Right.
I got to go poo. Everybody's got to go poo.
Yeah.
You know.
Coffee does it.
Yeah, immediately. What is up, guys? Hope you're all doing well. Freaking welcome, Chris, who so happens to be, of course, that guy always is an Alchemist in DCA, yes, and he happens to be a part of Alchemist DeFi. So what is up, man? Thank you for being here. Welcome. You make our first person to our first project to be on this specific show, DeFi of Madness, specifically going over the DeFi space and stuff like that. And it's kind of a weird thing, apparently, as you found out, for projects coming on to a show and showing their goodies.
No,
What's up,
we're
man?
really happy to be here. I'm really happy to be here. Thank you so much for having us on, guys. And yeah, as you say, the space is dominated by the big bad anonymous developer.
Right.
And people behind these projects are these big anonymous, entities, I guess. Sometimes you wonder if they are really people or not. But yeah, basically we're just a real bunch of people just trying to do something a little bit different for a change. And that's why, we're not anonymous, and I don't know why that's so strange, but it is apparently very strange. So that's really taken people off guard, but we're really happy with it. We're really happy.
Nice.
Yeah, not too many people will put their name on the project and just be completely open and transparent about everything. So it is very awesome and kick-ass that you guys do that. It's definitely something that you can get behind. Makes you feel better about investing and being a part of the project for sure. Having you guys being transparent like that, being able to talk to you and be in your discords and stuff, so that's awesome. Not very many projects at all were like that. So
yeah. So that was initially the main thing for me was when we set up was that we were in everything else, because I myself have been DeFi farming pretty much since it started, since XSwap and all that now, and I've been rogued more times than I'm willing to admit. And more times than I'm willing to tell my partner about. But it's happened a few times, and it's rather it just takes so off guard, and you just kind of feel so powerless to do anything about it. And you don't have anywhere to turn. You don't have anywhere.
You have nothing to talk. You have nothing to do.
It's
just kind of it happened.
Yeah. So yeah, we just kind of got sick of us. I'm sick of it all. The anonymity behind it. Even big projects and stuff. There's big anonymous developing teams behind them, and I just don't see the point. So yes, yeah, we are transparent. Even though, to be honest, if anyone wants to know my full real name with last name, they wouldn't be able to pronounce it or understand it. It is shocking. But I'm happy to give it to anyone who wants it.
That's awesome. Yeah. So I mean, I talked to you. Well, what was 2 days for me, but maybe not as many days for you. I don't know, 3 days for you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Because I'm in the future, right?
Yeah, he's in the
We're in
future.
Australia, so yeah.
Yeah. It's like so hard. I was talking to Bronwyn earlier, and sitting here trying to talk to her, and she's like, "Tell me again what time zone you're in, because I'm getting confused of the time zone he's in, because she's in a different time zone than both of us, and so because she's in what, Africa, South Africa,
Yeah.
something
Yeah,
like
she's
that.
on the European time zone. I'm on the same as
Yeah,
London.
so like that's a couple hours ahead of me, but still a couple hours behind you. So it's like, it was, yeah, it's been fun. It's fun conversations.
Yeah, she got confused with it all. Thank goodness that YouTube converts everything into our local time for us. So I
Right.
just had to look at the link, and then I had my local time. So I was all good because the time that she gave me was about 2 hours from now. So I
Oh.
would have
And you're like, what time was it? And I was like, just look at the YouTube link, and it should convert the time for you as long as you're logged into your time zone. It's logged like that. And he goes, yeah, it worked out perfectly. And I was like, cool, go YouTube for once. We love you, YouTube. But yeah. So he said, me from the future has an advantage. Yes. Yes, it does, Limitless Crypto. Yeah, yes, it does. So, oh man, so you guys are a fork of Goose, right? Like Goose Finance with the layered farming, stuff like that, of course. We all know how that ended up with Goose. They're still around. They're still there, but too many layers, too soon, bad tokenomics, and crash and burn. Their eggs are broken. So it's kind of where we're at with that. So what I have seen so far of yours, you have 2 layers pretty much. We have two different coins on the site, Mist and Ararium, and that's kind of what I've seen so far. And with the tokenomics, it doesn't seem like we'll have that kind of same issue. But what has been your take on that? Why did you go with a Goose fork? Of course, you did say this project wasn't actually yours first, right? Like, we should.
took it over.
I forgot about that part. It was someone
Yeah,
else's project before.
Yeah, essentially. So they hadn't run it properly, and there was virtually nothing left of the dev wallet. So they had been dumping their tokens and everything. And essentially, how it kind of happened was I was one of the investors in Alchemist, and I was on the Telegram group, and the developer was there, but it was only one guy. You can't run these things with one person. Sorry, like if you're one person show trying to run one of these farms on your own, you're not doing a good job. Because you can't be across the street. It's not possible. Not one person. Yeah. So it was this one guy trying to run this whole thing, and he just didn't do a very good job of it. So I actually called him out on the Telegram, and I said, when people were getting really upset about the price tank, the price was about 50 cents back then. And I actually said, why? I wish you people would just stop being so bloody dishonest and just give this to somebody who would want to do it. And then he actually replied in the chat, said, cool, do you want to buy it? And I messaged him, and 2 days later, I was the owner of the master gift contract and the time locks and everything. And yeah, I put together a team, and we kind of went from there. But the whole attraction to Alchemist for me was always tokenomics, because you look at a lot of these DeFi projects and you notice that the amount of emissions that they put out versus the amount that they're actually growing their capital by, they don't add up to each other. So you constantly have a downward going price, and that is not something that instills confidence in any investor, right? No investor wants to sit there and watch their money consistently go down. We can deal with dips as we do in the crypto market, as we all do, as normal. We're all fine with that, but it has to go back up. And if you
not only that, the APRs and APYs, they tank as well, and as well with the price. They both will go down in a bad situation.
Exactly. So it becomes a real problem to then get investors on board if you've got a constantly falling price. And I see a lot of these projects come out, and some of them are doing 30 tokens per block, and some of them are doing 10 tokens per block. I think at the moment, probably the most sustainable in terms of if you want to grow it like properly, organically, without whales coming to dump money on you and then, dumping their tokens off and dropping your price at the same time. If you want to build it properly, you can't go really more than, 0.5, or if you've got a lot of money for marketing, maybe a 1 token per block. You want to see that sort of increase. You look at the bigger DeFi projects and the ones with like 40, 50 million in total value blocks. Those guys are doing, 1 token per block, and their price is barely staying where it should be. So if you look at Mist is doing 0.3 per block. So at the very perfect rate, in my opinion, that we've been growing, which has meant that we've got smaller investors on board. There hasn't been any whale buys where you can read. So we're getting investors on board that want to be part of this project, that want to work with us, that want to grow with us. And that's the idea. And at 0.3, we just see a constantly growing price, which is obviously fantastic. There's confidence and everything else. And if you look at Aurum meaning obviously the Latin word for gold, so that's why everything has got a gold theme to it. So Aurum has got 0.001 per block. So we've essentially set it up to be a high value and extremely high value token. And as you know, 3 days ago it was $6, it's over $30 now. Right. So yeah, at 0.001, we've got less than 1,000 tokens in circulation currently. So if we have a market cap of 200,000 on that, you're looking at a value of $200 per token. So it's a pretty interesting sort of tokenomics that we have on the second layer, with the Aurum, and we are working on building a utility for actually using the Aurum, and also we've got some exciting ideas around the whole golden part of our sort of ecosystem moving forward. We want to really make it as authentic sort of as possible and really have a nice narrative to it. So that's coming up in the future. For now, we're just trying to make sure that we get everything sort of back on the first page, so you can see the Aurum stats and stuff. That's been harder than what we thought it would be, surprisingly. But yeah, with the new tools and stuff, we'll be able to pull those prices across, and everything will be on the first page. So yeah, hopefully we're set up to grow properly and go from here.
Right, and I have noticed that the AP, the APR has not been bad. I've been in. Trying to think. It's been about a week or 2 weeks is when I first mentioned it to that I was looking at it in the Patreon, which links description below. But as well as all the lists, all in the description. The first things y'all see when you scroll down right now is a list to learn more about Alchemist DeFi, guys. Y'all can go there. You can go to the website. You can go look at all of the tokenomics right now as we speak. You can head over to their Twitter. There's a link to their Discord, to their Telegram, and as well as the Medium. Everything is right down there, and you can go and check all of this stuff out for yourself. Of course, like we always say, please do your own fucking research. We applaud you. You can always listen to us as one form of research and advice, but please go and look for yourself. Use your eyes, look, learn, listen, use all of that. But as well as they've even greatly they're actually going to be giving away some myths, guys, so stay tuned for that. I'll be having links up for that here shortly, but you might want to join in on the Telegram and or their Discord, preferably Discord, because you'll need to get in contact with your man over here. So because I won't DM you, you gotta DM me. Stupid right. Discord. So it's when you think you made it, it's because you get that. Jay got that.
Yeah.
Man, get out of here. Dig D Miner with your fearsome flippers. You better have not went with the fearsome flippers. If you did, man, you're losing. So bad choice for you. Man, Syrup Storm for the win, buddy. Which, by the way, selling cake does count towards your score on PancakeSwap for their competition. You can sell cake and it still counts. I was like, yes! I can dump cake and it still counts against my score. I love it. I was all for it. But gamification, I guess. But yeah, so what I really like, and pull it up real quick. Screen 1, got it. Guys, so here is their actual website. And let's see if I can get to the homepage. Because now I'm streaming it. It's let's go slow.
And by the way, all these APRs and stuff are all going to be updated We're
Right.
we're actually looking at reducing the amount of pools that we have so that the APR isn't so diluted, and focusing the pools more on our native token pairings and on native tokens.
Right. And this is
So for
Mist
the moment,
currently we're looking at.
yeah, like you
people.
can't at the moment you can't stake Aurum on its own to earn Mist or anything like that. That's changed. We're obviously going to put an Aurum there to be earning Mist also. But what we really want to be doing is focusing our APR towards our native token, so that the people who actually invest with us and who are on board with this, with Alchemist DeFi, those guys are all the ones that are going to be benefiting of us really pushing towards the native token focus. And we'll be updating those. We're putting some tools live in this week, and probably all through next week you'll see the tools and stuff being updated and being changed, and you'll see that sort of focus just more towards our token and doing more things.
It's telling me no right now.
What's
dang? The website.
I'm
trying to load. Yeah, I was like, I bet they're doing something right. There they are.
Yeah, there we go. Wow.
I know y'all are watching. I see me shaking my fist. Anyway, dude, I see a bunch of people commenting.
I don't want to miss this. I think we were about 60,000 market cap before I went to bed last night, so I am very impressed, guys. Alchemist, you have done fantastically. I am very proud.
91,000 right now. Total minted, total burned, circulating supply. Every block there, every miss per block. And what's the block time currently?
Well, there's about 3 blocks per second, roughly.
3 blocks per second. So
yes.
You
can do about
so right that's like right under a full 1 every second.
Yeah.
So with some being burned as it's minted as well, correct?
Yes. So there's a 2% burn on every transaction with any of our tokens, as well as we've also been doing manual burns of tokens. Even when the price is going up, we're still burning tokens because we fully believe in the tokenomics of all of this, and for us to really benefit the most, our price being right up there. We're going to reach a point of saturation, a point of pretty where we have a sort of stable investment pool and a really good group of investors that we work with, and that's going to be fantastic. And then we'll grow the ecosystem out in terms of like and all kinds of other things. So hopefully within the next 6 months we can do another one of, and you're looking at a totally different site.
You have been audited, correct?
Yes, I just posted it in the chat too.
Twice.
I seen CC just posted it.
And if we could afford a CertiK audit at this point, we would have that done too, because I never
knew how much those were. When he told me, guys, I had a heart attack in my seat. I said, "Excuse me, what?"
No, it's a real, like it is, like you said, the Wild West. Like
it's crazy.
On the DeFi world, it's Wild West, mate. You get anything from other projects charging upwards of $50,000 just to partner with them, to audits costing like 15 grand and more, and it's just crazy. You can't believe the things that go on in this space, but that's all right. We'll get to that point where we want to have a CertiK audit done. It's definitely on our list of things because they go into depth. And our lead developer George, which is if you guys go on the Twitter,
he's in chat. What's up, George?
Yeah. So George has been working really hard on getting everything sorted out for the site and making sure. And I think once we're settled in all of this, we're going to look at changing even potentially not changing our UI potentially. And there's so much that we can do really. And it's like I've said it a couple of times on the group chat, for our investors and stuff. But basically for us, it's not about how far we want to go really, because we want to take this all the way to the moon. It's about how far our investors are willing to push us. So pretty much, hopefully we can grow this and build out our ecosystem, and in 6 months have a whole different ball game here for you to have a look at.
There you go, guys, as well. Got that posted in there for a chance to win some miss, guys. You need to comment a nice and helpful comment in that video, as well as you must join the Alchemist Discord, because you need to be in Discord in order to message me. But please go join their Telegram as well. There's a ton of people in the Telegram. They're still growing their Discord. Maybe we can help them grow their Discord by everybody joining in. But there are tons of people and nice little tools and bots in the Telegram for sure that can always keep constant track. That's what I've always liked kind of about Telegram, is that it's easier to get bots like that into Telegram more than
we just got a bot to help us manage the Telegram chat, and it's pretty cool. It does stuff like you can pretty much pick any price of any token right now that's listed on CoinMarketCap, I think, through this bot. And you can do like it can ban people for us, and it can do all kinds of cool things. So it also brings through our Twitter, posts and stuff like that. So it's pretty handy. And so everything, we try to make sure that everyone gets all of the communication, doesn't matter on which channel. So there's also a bot that we have on the Discord that pulls through our Twitter communication, pretty much everything. So wherever you join us, you'll be able to see whatever it is that we're doing. So yeah, hopefully we get you guys around and get more some more of your community involved with us, and our community involved with you guys.
Yeah, it's super fun. I know we have some questions over here, and we're looking forward to doing all of this stuff, because it's like super fun and helpful to have a community that you can like help and learn, get into stuff like this with. But I know we got a couple questions. Dig Deep is asking, are you guys going to do layered farming?
Yeah, so essentially that is, well, sort of a layer already, the Aurum, essentially.
Right.
So
you currently have Mist here, guys, and Aurum right here. So we have
without giving too much away of what the future plans is, we are looking at, so the gold theme is something that we are going to be sticking with, but we are looking at expanding not only the amount of tokens that we have, but also the utility for those tokens, and also, we're looking at potentially, like with the NFTs, if you do something with Aurum with them, then you get like special something with it, or there's a lot of ideas that we have in terms of how are we going to grow this ecosystem and what are we going to do. So this is only the first layer. We're looking at possibly a couple more, and then there's some of these DeFi projects that have core tokens that are doing phenomenally, right? Like you just have to have the right community, and you have to have the right sort of tokenomics, and you can make pretty much any sort of a setup with these work. So we're looking at expanding the amount of tokens that we have and expanding their utility, and then obviously getting it everywhere where we possibly can. But that's the idea for now. So the first layer is there, and you can obviously, we'll introduce more layers as we go. Once we start updating the pools and stuff, you'll the layers starting to make more sense.
Right on. As well as we got Chan Quinn. Says, since this is a fork of Goose Finance, is the migrator code removed? Hint, no rug pull.
Yes, the migrator code is removed. Everything you can actually see in the audit that's been looked at, the migrator code is removed. We've got an 8-hour time lock so the time lock owns our master chefs. So essentially, we can't do anything to any of the master chef contracts, even the changes that are still there that haven't been removed, like the migrator code, without an 8-hour delay. So in order for us to be setting up the new pools and stuff, we've actually had to do some changes over the last, 10 hours or so. I did them last night, and now this morning we can only execute some of these changes that we want to have done to set us up in order to be able to create the liquidity pools for the new partnership that will be. So yes, no migrator. We've got a time lock. We've got obviously we've been audited by TechBreak, which is one of the best in business, and they're pretty thorough. And yeah, as you guys said on the show now, we're aiming to be the most transparent DeFi project out there. So anytime that anyone really has questions, they're welcome to ask us. We don't really hide and don't tell them unless it's sort of just create a little bit of hype. That's the only time you'll hear us not telling you what's going on. But other than that, we're pretty much open book. So yeah.
And we go over just a little bit about how the two tokens are different as far as your mist having recipes spell between enhanced chamber and aurarium enhancement, or however you say it. I probably butchered that, but
This is the spells page currently.
Yeah, so the spells page is essentially where you save single token, right? Earn mist. So on this page, you'll see everything under mist, you'll be earning mist. For whatever you stake, you'll be earning mist. So when you go on recipes, those are mist LPs. So those will be liquidity pools, essentially. But you can do a BNB, USD and stuff. Obviously, as you can see, the rewards aren't as good as if you do the native token pairings. And we're looking at reducing the non-native token pairing rewards even more. So if you are going to get into Alchemist DeFi, I would suggest that you look at the native pools, because those are going to be the ones where we're going to focus most of the APR in the future.
And they've been hovering around this pretty solid for the past like week. I think a couple days ago I seen it drop down to like 1,600, and then it came right back up.
It goes, up and down all the time. The more investors we get, obviously, the more diluted the APR becomes. But essentially, we're trying to at least in the short term make that better by taking away the amount of APR from the non-native pools and focusing them where we want them. So focusing them on where our investors are, so that even if the APR, eventually I've seen some of these projects that have 4 or 5 million in total value locked, their APRs are hovering at around the 500% sort of the mark. You can probably, I don't know, we don't know what it's going to be, because the smart contract works all the APRs out. We don't have anything to do with that. So we only apply that. You see that weighting at the top there, that 55 times and 65 times. That's the only part of these pools that we have control over. So essentially that weighting is applied, and it's telling the smart contract that 65 times the amount of mist goes to this particular pool, right? Versus another one that has only 5 times. So for every 5 mist that goes to Ethereum BNB, 65 mist goes to mist BUSD. So the only way that we can really affect the APRs on the pools that we want is by removing some of the rewards from the non-native tokens and pushing those rewards through to our native tokens. So that's pretty much what we're going to be looking at in terms of the future, and at least keeping it stable or keeping it as high as possible on those pools. We are going to have the non-native pools, because we want people to be able to come and put all their BNB and whatever they have and be able to farm with it. But, these 1,300% on non-native pools and stuff, I don't think that's going to be happening for very long, or very much longer. So
I know Dig Deep Miner says, any chance of lowering deposit fees? Yeah, I know deposit fee is 4%. I think it's the same on spells.
No, on Aurum it'll be different.
Yeah, well, spells is the same.
So I can tell you on our native tokens on the first layer on Mist, we don't charge any fees. There is no fee 9% there. Yeah. So and on the second layer, when it's a non-native token pairing, so that Mist
link in the description. Dig deep.
Yeah. So that Mist BUSD with 4%, that one was put in from the start. That's just to be able to get the pricing across, and it shouldn't actually be a 4% fee. But as you can see with our native tokens, there isn't any fees. There's no withdrawal fees either. The only thing that you'll notice is the 2% burn rate of every transaction. So if you do a buy or a sell of any of the tokens, you'll notice that the 2% does get sent to the burn address. But other than that, on our native pools, you shouldn't have any fees at all. On the non-native pools, we do charge fees, because fees is really the only way that we have to make any sort of mist or anything to be able to burn, to be able to market, to be able to do anything else. So we're not charging anything on our native pools, because those are the ones that we want our investors to be investing in and stuff. But if you are putting in something else that's not a native token, yeah, there will be a fee. These fees will be revised, and the new pools will be updated with new fees. But expect to see that at least the native tokens on each of the layers for the moment will be 0%.
It makes sense. The fees are there not specifically for y'all to make money, is to it buys mist and then burns it, which kind of helps with the tokenomics built right into that, which makes sense, because a lot of pools don't have fees. and that could be a potential why.
Right.
And if they do, maybe they just pocket more of it than they say, or maybe they don't say they burn it at all. You know, they just don't say. They just charge a fee and don't disclaim what happens with it.
There are definitely
I've seen that before. There's a fee, and they clearly in all of it don't claim where it goes. It's just, okay, there's a fee. Where does it go? I don't know. But we have all these great tokens and stuff.
You guys can even, if you go on any of the smart contracts, you can see what our dev wallet address is, and people can actually see how much money we actually have in our dev wallet and how much we, basically everything that goes into the dev wallet, we put straight back into the pool.
Which
we
is
only
contract address?
when we need it. No, that's not it. That's the contract for it. So you would have to go to, if you go on read contract.
Oh, I gotta read.
Yeah. So just go on read contract. Yeah. Now you'll go there. Wait. You'll see there should be a which contract. Is this the token?
Domain separator.
Oh no, so this is the token contract. Yeah, the token contract, the LP. No, that's not it.
Yeah, we're gonna go to actual contract. I guess you could just click on the actual.
Price. Yeah, just click on that. There you go. So if you go. Hang on one sec.
It's like it did open it up before. But now it's...
Yeah, it did. You need to just go to the master chef or the whatever, and you can see the developer address. And you'll see that when we took over the project about 11 days ago, there was only about $1,000 in the developer address. But we've been doing whatever we can. We've been adding. We've been doing. So there you go. There's the contract for Mist. So that's a token contract that you'll be able to probably get the master from.
Yep. Deleter address.
Hang on, I'll send it to you guys.
Wonderful. Makes it easy.
Yeah.
Some of this stuff is like hard for me to figure out. Oh, thank you, George.
Yeah.
George got me.
George already did. See, that guy's a legend.
Mother George, thank you.
He can't grow hair, but he's really awesome everywhere else.
Can't grow hair. The light, I know, man. I know the bright one gets me. Yeah, the white one. Yeah.
So yeah, you got to the address, the contract. Now if you go on contract, read contract, click on contract down there, there you go. Now there'll be a read contract, there you go, and you should be able to see the developer wallet as one of these guys.
That address.
Yeah, there you go. That's the developer wallet address. And you'll actually be able to see literally every transaction that we do. It just shows, that's what it shows, right? That doesn't show what we have invested in our pools and stuff, but you're able to see all of that down here, sort of, where we've put whatever we have kind of thing in terms of Mist and in terms of everything else that gets paid into the developer wallet. So yeah, that's why I said pretty much an open book. Everything is there.
Awesome.
We don't have anything to hide really. And if somebody really wants to know, I'm even happy to give them my personal wallet address so they can see how much Mist and Aurum I have. Whatever.
It's legit. And so everybody does see this is where Jay lives right here. So this would be Mist chart. Yeah, this is Mist. Yep. So there you guys go right now.
Yeah, so we took over
right at
the bottom over there. You'll see it
over here.
Right there. Exactly.
This little
right there at the bottom. That's it. So that's pretty much where we took over about Friday 2 weeks ago or something. And yeah, we've slowly been working it up and doing what we can. I happened
to buy I bought a little bit right here. And then,
lucky man.
Yeah, he nailed it.
I bought some on the way up right here because I bought some inside of 30 cents. It might be over here. Yeah, probably. No, what was that?
I reckon anything
the third, the third. That's when I bought right there. There and then right there.
So mad I didn't get in. So mad.
Yeah, man.
We're just getting started, right? Like we're really only getting started right now, and we're seeing constant, investment growth day by day at the moment. So really, we're a very small project. We don't even have 100,000 market cap on Mist yet. We don't even have 50,000 on Aurum yet. So really,
Yeah,
the
this is
sky's the
warm.
limit for where we can push these tokens. How many investors, the investors that we get and everything else that goes with it, that's really going to determine where we end up with the price.
So there's the second. So that's where y'all took over. Was right here.
Yeah. So we took over.
This
yeah,
is the
about
first. This is the
second,
first for me, according to my time schedule. So
The first.
yeah, that's April 1st for me.
No, we weren't running it by then.
No?
We only took over on Friday. Friday was Friday 2 weeks. Friday the 2nd. So we only really took over on the 2nd. It's probably down a bit further.
Second's right here. I guess was the first, and this is the second.
Oh, first, second. Oh, gotcha.
Right there. First and second. The dip down and then the dip back normalization. So right here. That little area. But yeah. Yeah, George, it's not too late. We are just starting. Because I don't like to speculate on price, but the tokenomics point only one way. You're correct there, my man George. I agree.
That's what we, and that's the whole thing that attracted, I think, most of us that are on the development to this project. The solid tokenomics behind it, and the way that obviously the contract stuff are solid, the tokenomics are solid, and all it needed was a group of solid developers to run it and to implement changes, pushing the envelope and seeing where the project can go. And hopefully that's us. If it is, I think we'll be having a much different conversation in a year's time, especially about where Alchemist is, where our is going. This space is, as you know, 6 months since Pancake was launched, and look where we are, right? So, so who knows? Who knows where we're going to be? Sky's the limit, really.
So what's your plans for the rest of the quarter? You know what I mean? What do y'all got? What y'all got cooking? What's what you got? What you got working?
We've got heaps of partnerships already that we're talking to. We've got a lot of people that are now starting to be more interested in working with us. It takes a while to really build some sort of trust in this space. So it took people a while. I think they were sussing us out for the first week or so, seeing if we're just talking or if we're actually going to do something. And then once people started seeing the actions being taken, they got on board. So I think what we're looking at doing is at least adding utility to our tokens. That's extremely important to us, the development team, because we know long term we won't have a future if we don't add utility to our tokens. That's simple as that. Right now, we're in a bull run and everything's going great, and there's lots of money flowing into DeFi. But at the end of the day, the projects that are going to survive are the projects that are going to have a proper utility on it, that are going to have built up a solid community that don't mind waiting out a bear market or selling the minimum amount of tokens in the bear market, just sort of get what they need to get from it, kind of thing, and then waiting for the next bull run where they know they're going to get a fair bit more return. We're hoping that even through a bear market, we'll still see positive growth because of the tokenomics. That would just depend on the amount of new investment we're able to attract and stuff. As we get bigger, our advertising, our marketing budget gets bigger, and so does the amount of audience that we can reach. But I think we've got a brilliant marketing person that works in our team. Bron, she's fantastic. She's been putting together all of this stuff, put together the graphics and stuff. Yeah, she's just done a great job. And I think that if we had given her an unlimited budget, I don't know where we'd be by now, honest. Just has so many ideas and so many things that she wants to do, and yeah, we're really excited. So I think we've got the right team to get us there. All that we need is the right investment that will help us stay there, basically.
That's awesome. Yeah, she's great. That's for sure. So that's awesome to kind of see. And Gustav, saying
even
for all the love.
Have...
It is, yeah. It's a lot of love going on in the chat right now. He says, it's really encouraging for us and to continue partnering strong communities.
Oh no, it's
people in the chat saying there's tons of eyes. People in the chat saying they just went out and bought some mist. Like people are just having a good old time. This is what crypto should be about. Just people having a good old time. It shouldn't have to be too crazy all the time.
And
sometimes you got to be serious, but it shouldn't be serious all the time.
So we're hoping we can provide a positive space for people to come. You know, if they've got questions about things, we hope that we'll be able to answer it for them. Pretty much anything in the crypto space. You know, I mean, we haven't just been around DeFi. Like we do a fair bit of other stuff. I've done a bit of trading, even though it's not really my thing. I don't really the leverage trades have got me a bit in the past, so I'm a bit more weary of them now. I'm more of a holder myself.
Right on.
And now and a farmer, obviously. So yeah, our team, even I was actually saying earlier, I was wanting to say earlier that Bronwyn is so good that we have other projects that have now started approaching us, saying that they want us to help them with their market. Like, so they want us. So there's an instant yield token, which we'll be working with in the future, which has reached out and said, can we do something and help them with their marketing, because they haven't been able to do much. And on an instant yield token, you really need, because that's the only way to make money, or that anyone's token value increase. And this one has barely been marketed. So once Bron's feet touch the ground and she actually has a few seconds spare again, we'll be starting to look at what we can do to help some of these other projects that have really good developers behind, solid people, but that might just not understand the more intricate things around marketing and around actually, running a business. A lot of developers are really good technically, but they fall on their face as it comes to other sort of things. But yeah, we're a pretty rounded team. So yeah, we've been lucky enough that people have been asking us for advice and stuff, which is it feels good, especially in this space. And if you can work with proper developers on other projects and stuff, we are really building lasting relationships. Our partnerships, we're hoping to do not just once, but multiple partnerships across the span of X amount of years or whatever,
right,
to grow these projects. We want to build long-term relationships with the developers of the other projects that we're working with, because we're very specific and very particular about the projects that we work with. We want them to share our values. We want them to share our vision of how DeFi should be. And we want to make sure that they're all above board before we even, explore the opportunity. So that's basically, so this week, announcements coming for partnerships, utilities for the tokens, new pools and stuff coming up. And yeah, doing whatever we can to stay relevant, pretty much.
Right on. I love it. And I hope this helps put, the perspective out there for people, and to show, what a great project that y'all have here. Doing work and actually grinding and showing that you're grinding, not just, just saying, because that's all you can ever really say with most projects, is just they're saying it. And yes, the project's doing things, but you never know who's actually doing it. The person that's saying, yeah, hey, look what we just did. Do they actually do anything?
Mm-hmm.
Like, do they contribute anything? Do they know anything? Are they even a part of it? So it's just so many variables, and it is like people are saying in the chat, what you're doing. What is Amrit says, you guys are doing great, which is quite refreshing. It is refreshing. It's refreshing to see people just kind of like show what they're doing. Which is weird not really for crypto. I mean, you've all seen all the channel. We've had multiple people on here, different projects, stuff like that, different coins, projects for the coins, but never anyone from the DeFi space, like, ever, because you don't get them. Like, you don't get them on the, like, I reached out to a couple and they're all like, oh, no, we don't do that. Like, we'll like talk about it on Telegram, or like we'll like pay you to do a video about us or something like that, and that's it. But that's all they'll do. They don't show their face. They won't personally answer your questions, like nothing.
Well, I like what George says. He said, yes, if we are able to provide a platform to help those into the space and provide safe space for people to learn and invest, we are halfway there. And that is something I can get behind 100%. That was one of the biggest reasons why I started sharing knowledge and made a Discord and all that, to give people a safe space. You get rushes of new people in, when Bitcoin starts pumping,
right.
And then you just see all those new people get wrecked and get lied to, get cheated, scammed. It's endless, and it's hard being new. in the cryptocurrency space. It's very hard, and it's very hard to trust people, especially you're giving an opening hand, saying, hey, I'll help you. Usually
and you're giving it your money, right? And the way I look at it is these aren't generally the people that are investing in DeFi projects, the actual investors. I'm not talking the whales that are just doing pump and dumps and trying to take advantage of tokens coming out. I'm talking about the actual people. It's just normal people. It's just day-to-day, everyday working class people.
Guys.
Like if they're putting in $1,000 in your project, that might be $1,000 that they've saved over the last 6 months. Like that could mean so much to that person. And we actually had in one of our chat groups locally here in Australia, in one of our crypto sort of chat group, one of our mates posted a link to a YouTube video. And it was basically saying, oh, you could get this 2.5 Ethereum from this airdrop and blah, 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 and you had to follow this YouTube instruction. However, if you looked a bit further, the YouTube channel only had 2 videos, but it had 16,000 subscribers. That doesn't make any sense. So he looked at the video, and unfortunately, the video in there had something about him putting his seed phrase. And he actually did it. And we literally sat there watching this scammer drain $40,000 from this guy's account.
Oh my God.
You cannot believe it. Like this guy was broke. Like utterly, you can't imagine what it does to this person. Like he had saved so long for that money, and I mean it's a hard lesson to learn, right? You don't give your seed phrase for anything unless you've installed MetaMask on a new device. You know it's going to ask it. Otherwise, there's no reason, right? Wow. And these are hard lessons to learn. We're hoping that at least by providing Alchemist DeFi to the community, we're giving people that are getting into the space somewhere safe that they can come. They know that they can put their money there. No one's going to pull a rug on them. There might be some impermanent loss, but we're looking at the tokenomics, and it doesn't seem likely as it does in some of the other projects. Sure, if we have a lot of investment that gets pulled and our tokens get sold, there will be some impermanent loss, as there is with every project. But generally, the tokenomics are pretty solid, and it looks quite good. So we're hoping that if we can just provide a space for newbies, for people like me when I just got into Pancake Swap, and I was losing a lot of money on some of these rugs and stuff. If we could just provide a space for people where they don't have to go through that and they can learn by watching, and we always tell people, don't just invest in a project, mate. You go on their Telegram, you sit there for a week and you watch right. What happens. You sit on their website for a week and you watch what the price does. You watch what the developers are doing. You make sure that project is solid before you put a dime of your own money. That's the way I go about it now, because I've been burnt so many times, and I think that's good advice for anyone. So anyone coming into the space, I tell them the same thing. Don't necessarily go out right now and buy $5,000 worth of mist. Have a look, right? Come on our Telegram, have a look, see what we're doing, see how active our community is, go on our Discord. Make sure that you trust the people that you are investing your money with, and that you see what they're actually doing before you put it there. Because at the end of the day, this is the Wild West, and in the DeFi space, there are so many, and it just blows my mind the creativity some of these scammers come up with. The lengths that they will go to cover their tracks and stuff, and all these little games that they play. It's just phenomenal. So it's a pretty scary world. If you're just getting into it, we're trying to make it just that little bit less scary,
Right. And I can't forget Crypto Fidelity here. He says, as a business owner, he goes, this does sound like a sales pitch I've heard 50 times a day. Which, I mean, yes, you're talking about your product and your project, so yes, I get it. He says, but do your own research, though. Exactly. That is the key part of that. Just do your own research. Go look at everything. All the contract addresses are there. Do your own research.
Yeah, make sure, go and read through it. Read through the audit.
You're putting your money into it. Feel safe.
Yeah, go and make sure that you go on the TechRate website and make sure that our name is there, that they've actually done an audit, and it's not some document that we've created out of nothing. There's a lot of, you can't believe some of the scams that you guys come up with, right?
You can fake an audit. We've seen it before. It's very, very easy. It's just a PDF file at the time. So, they just got to change the letterhead and everything else. And if they don't have the proof on their actual website, you wouldn't know otherwise.
Yeah, even talking to the rep from TechRate, we were like, no, we're not going to pay you. Send us an email from TechRate. Cool. He sent us an email from the TechRate website. Then we still email TechRate on our own to confirm that this guy's actually emailing from them, and then they got back to us. Like, you really need to cover all the bases, because you'll send your tokens off and they'll be gone. You can't get them back. This isn't a bank.
Right. That's right. And so I do know that we have some people over here that have commented in our video. Because I know we said we'd keep this around like 30 minutes, so we're hitting an hour already. You know, time flies when you're having fun and talking with great individuals. So I do want to be mindful of your time, of course, because your day's just beginning. Of course, ours are ending and yours is beginning. So I do want to go through the comment generator.
As long as you guys need me, I'm here.
Yeah,
I don't mind.
So guys, if you have any questions, like, please put some questions in the comment section if you want, and maybe we'll give away a little bit of mist real fast while we're waiting for a couple comments, and we'll see what happens. So we'll give away like what? So like 250 mist. Is that cool, right? So I know we talked about a larger sum, so we'll go with 250 to get, first to give them some eye grabbers, be like, oh, what? I mean, because right now, guys, mist is like 50 cents. So
you take crypto giveaway, and we'll see the
you'll watch everybody come in and be like, oh, all right, cool. He's giving. All right, we're getting some stuff. What?
Free stuff. Now you'll see all the bots coming up.
Oh yeah. Oh, you know it.
Every time.
Well, that's
airdrop. When CMC, when CoinGecko, like,
right.
People.
So here we go. We'll pull this. And here is our favorite little generator.
Almost 60 cents.
Yeah, almost.
Damn it.
Guys, jeez. That's almost 60 cents, guys. So remember, we're giving away 250 mist right now. Times that by, say, 60 cents. Guys, that's
$60?
It's $150 in USD.
Oh wow!
George says, "Can I win?"
so when we made this mission, I wasn't aware that the price was going to be 60 cents.
Right, I know, right? You're like, "Oh man," and that happened. So we'll at least give away some. We'll give 250, and we'll give away maybe another 250. We'll see what's happening. But guys, we got to get some questions up in here. I see we got CC has a question. Can you read that for me there, Jay?
No.
No. You don't see it? Sweatchan coin. CC. /CC.
I can't. Does Alchemist DeFi does any voting for airdrop?
Yes, so we don't really do airdrop and stuff like that. That just really invites a lot of block stuff to your platform, stuff that we don't need. We do giveaways quite often, as we're doing right now, where we will give away mist to our community. We run competitions fairly often on Twitter where we give away mist and Aurum, and actually we've got a competition running that we're giving away 5. If the one post was shared 50 times, we're going to give away 5 Aurum, and if it's shared 100 times, we'll give away 10 Aurum. And yeah, that was also done when the price was much less. So yeah, we give it away, but we don't necessarily do airdrop. No, we prefer to give it to members of the community that are active and that are supporting us and that are part of our sort of ecosystem.
Guys, make sure y'all go comment on the video, and I don't know if some of them got blocked, but y'all are also commenting on your same comments. Threw the comment thing off. I was like, no, where did everything go? So we got make sure we're not hiding any comments, because that totally happens all the time. Yep, there was some hidden for no reason at all. I love you, YouTube. But that's a little ridiculous. They're even nice comments. Alright, so there we go. Or not. Shit's the right one. Cool. Fetch it. Not including replies. There we go. So we had to get some of those. We don't. Yeah. I love that George is answering these as well. So pick a winner, guys. Whoa, dig deep miner. What? That went really quickly. Usually it's all like dramatic and it has like this like flashes through everything. It didn't even nothing extravagant. It just said no. So Dig Deep Miner, he says, I'm in a bunch of DeFi projects. Alchemist is one of my favorites. I absolutely love Dig Deep Miner. He is a very long time Patreon subscriber of ours as well. So
fantastic. Then I'm very happy that we're giving.
Dig Deep Miner, please give me a message in the Discord. You know how to contact me. We talk all the time. Crypto Not Rods, what up, Nim? Rigged. Rigged because he's one of our friends. Yeah, right. Oh, I love it. I love it. But yeah, so just message me, Dig Deep, and we'll get you squared away. Message me your Binance Smart Chain address, and we'll get you squared away. My man. That's legit. So, guys, that's awesome right there. 59 cents. That's crazy. That's just insane.
I know.
Getting
it doesn't
good.
even take much. It
No.
doesn't even take much to just really push it. So
So
I'm
we got
really
an
confident
Aurorium.
in it. That's why.
Still maintaining. They're still right there at 32, 31.9. So still the same. What is everybody saying? Congratulations. Yes, congratulations, Dig Deep Miner, dude. Congrats, buddy. Congrats. But any other questions? That guy asked, what type of UI upgrades do you foresee for Alchemist DeFi site? Example, like the battle that Pancake Swap currently is going. Like their Easter battle. That's the first one I've seen like that. So I applaud them for trying something like that. I hope it works and finishes well for them, because that's going to be everything.
There's actually another site that also does something similar, and they do something that's like a war simulation, essentially. So you build up an army. Knight DeFi. I don't know if you guys have heard of that.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah, I've seen the Knights of DeFi.
So they're they actually have like a where you can load your army with fires and with knights and with whatever, and then you some of them go into war. So it's kind of similar to what Pancake has done. But then back to the question, essentially what we'll probably be doing is I think that we'll move away from being a goose fork, and probably and also we don't even know if we're gonna if the future is us staying on Binance Smart Chain specifically. We might want to do something that's more cross-platform, right? Like we want to be able to reach everywhere, not just on one of the smart chains. So as these things progress and as these things become more available, because right now everything works through bridge, and that's not an ideal solution. So as the market progresses and as we have more of these providers of blockchain, coming out into the market, hopefully we'll find one that is easily integratable in with all of the others. So there's no bridges or anything that it needs to go through. That would definitely be the one that we're looking at if once it gets released, or if it gets released. Alternatively, we will probably be changing the way that Alchemist looks over the next couple of months, and we will probably get away from looking like a fork and just doing our own sort of thing. But these things take time, and it's just about making sure that we set the platform correctly at first, and then building it up from there. But the UI stuff, I think that we'll definitely go for a more sort of Alchemist theme, essentially, like the background and everything, like really go for it and really try and make it something that looks a little bit different and doesn't just look like every other platform.
That guy says Cardano ?
No, Cardano. I don't think Cardano would work for what we want to be doing on it. Because I don't think it is the cross-platform thing down. I don't think anyone has that down.
Not yet.
There is no really cross-platform that you can reach every other sort of smart chain, really, which is what you want essentially in space.
Sounds like you might be talking to Flux then, because they just implemented cross chains through their Fusion app, and right now they just made the Flux KDA asset, so there you have KDA on KDA DEX, as well as Ethereum's next, and then BNB's after that. So
Fantastic. That sounds
Sounds
really.
like I need to get you in contact.
Send me the link, please. Yeah.
Yeah,
we'll
I'll talk to you
definitely
later.
look into it.
I work community for
Yeah.
Flux, so I'll get
Oh, really?
I'll get in contact with you. That's really
Oh,
funny.
fantastic.
That's funny.
Fantastic. And then
Good stuff.
I also think that there's another one that looks quite good, which is Cosmos Atom.
Mm-hmm.
They also look like they're wanting to sort of implement some
Right.
off-chain something in
Yeah,
there.
I know
but
Cardano's
if you guys
wanting
have some,
to. That's for sure. But yeah, Flux is working on it, and they've already released the first asset. So that
oh wow, there we go.
maybe something that might benefit.
Fantastic. Yeah.
Guys, I hope you join in on that link. I've seen a couple people are like, "What? I just did a giveaway." Yeah, that's how that happens. You said the word giveaway, and then it happened, and people missed it. So this is your last chance, guys. Go get in that giveaway. Unless y'all keep some exciting questions coming on. That guy always says, "Thank you for your answer." Appreciate it. Yeah, you are very great with answers. Appreciate that.
I try.
So
In my
some people kinda like to
non-crypto
skirt them.
life, I'm sort of like I work in corporate aviation, but I work on the fuel side of it. So I deal with like customers and stuff pretty much every day. So if all of this sounds rehearsed, I promise you it's not just like had to explain
He does this
myself.
day
and
in, day
had to,
out.
You know, yeah. So it's not, I'm
Can
not
I
some
win
sleazy
again?
sales guy. I promise. I'm just an account manager generally, and I have a lot of customers that have questions, and I try to be as honest as possible. So I've had some
cannot win again, Dig Deep Miner. I'm sorry, buddy. I'm
I
sorry.
mean, he can absolutely win if he's in on Mist, and the prize goes to the moon. Then he's going to be a winner for sure.
That's what my plan is.
Or ours too, really, because we're all personal. All of the developers are actually personal investors in the project, because we didn't inherit anything really in the dev wallet. There's nothing that no tokens that we hold like secret amounts of or anything. We all have to buy into the project, and the only way that we're going to end up seeing a return on our investment in terms of all the time that we've invested in the project is if the token grows. So really, we have just as much incentive to grow it as everyone else. So. As long as we get the support, and as long as people help us, really, there's nothing stopping us from just pushing this as far as we can take.
Cool. Huh? I would like to ask something, but I'm not deep enough yet to know what to ask. LOL. Oh man. Dig Deep Miner says, "I'm already farming on Mist." Well, then you're already winning.
Yep.
You're double winning.
Yep.
You're about to just make your day just a little bit better. Your farming's about to get just a little bit richer. Like the farming
You
itself.
can add to your stake.
Man. That's legit. That is legit. So, I have a question for you. So, what are y'all going to add in? I know some people like to do like the lottery and stuff like that. Are y'all going to add in a lottery? That seems to be the going thing, but
That's the thing.
They're like the going thing, but I'm like hit and miss on them because they seem to be like Slime did it at first when they first did it, Slime Finance, and it didn't work out so well. They weren't burning enough slime at the time of the launch of it. It drove the price down pretty quickly. They fixed it, of course, but. Yeah.
So, I mean, lottery is something that we can look at. That would mean a complete rewrite of our contract, though. So because it's not something that's written in there at the moment.
Right.
But it is something that we're willing to look at. I mean, if the demand is there for it, then absolutely, why not, right? But we just haven't seen the demand or the ask for it. People are far more interested in what are we going to be doing with NFT. So that's really where the community has sort of been pushing us, and to be honest, that seems to be where George's passion lies also, and that's a really good thing. When you've got like the lead developer really passionate about something specific, then the chances of success are already multiplied. So we're probably going to go into NFT. Whether or not we add a lottery after that, I don't we could. If the community wants it, then absolutely, why not? The platform is just as much belongs to the community as it does to us, right? Like whatever they want to invest their money in, whatever they want us to provide,
Right.
in terms of utility for the tokens, we can absolutely look at it, and if it makes sense, and if we can do it, then sure.
I'll check it out right now, George. He says, I think personally there are better ways to burn native tokens. I agree.
Yeah,
I agree. So he says right here, here's our
because
roadmap.
lottery is just like you just
Short-term
keep throwing your
listing,
tokens and burning
marketing.
them.
Yeah, really. And you seem to burn more than you pay out, that's for sure. At least
That's it.
in bunnies or in pancakes situation. Seems like no
Yeah,
one ever
and-
wins the first tier, and it always just gets burned. So
Exactly, and if you
short-term
look at it,
listings, marketing pools, farms, partnerships. Guys, I mean, medium-term utility, and this is all here, like on their Git book. I'll post it so everybody can look at it. This is what George was talking about.
Yeah.
Here you go, that guy Oz. You can check that out. Right
and if we had a lottery, imagine we've been burning, 5,000 or 10,000 mist at this sort of market cap, right? Like it wouldn't make any control because like no one would be putting mist in there because it's too valuable to put into the lottery. And then once it burns, the token price will just shoot up. Like it doesn't really make sense at this sort of level of market cap. If we get to a point where we've got millions of tokens in circulation, even at a 0.3 per block, and we see a long-term sort of devaluing of the token because of the amount of investment in it, then absolutely we need to look at alternative ways of burning it, right?
Right. I agree.
But I don't really think it's going to be necessary, not with the tokenomics that we have and with the way that it's set up. I don't really think it's going to ever be a concern of the investors to go, well, we've lost 50% of our value of the token simply because there's too much defense. I don't think that's...
Puppy dog.
Let me check for the roadmap for some hints. I think personally there are better ways to burn native tokens.
Yeah. Not a problem that guy has. He says, what is the current circulating supply approximate in 2 to 3 months from now? Ghost Haze Chiller says, what will the circulating supply approximately be in 2 to 3 months from now? It's really hard to.
Well, it depends on that's like how long is a piece of string really, because it depends on how many people are on your site farming. It depends on how much tokens we end up burning. It depends on so many different things. But essentially, you're looking at one additional token every second. And if we don't burn anything, and if there's no transactions that are burning them, and let's say there's nothing that happens to the token, then you pretty much just add 0.9 tokens per second for the next 2 to 3 months, and you'll have a month. But there'll be burning of tokens for every transaction. It's 2% burn. There'll be burning of tokens manually by us, development team, and then there'll be all kinds of other ways that the token amounts are going to be influenced, like how much it's going to be in the master shift. That's going to depend on the APR. That's going to make the APRs go up and down depending on how many people sell and buy. So yeah, it's a very difficult question to answer. I'm sorry, I can't give you an exact answer. But what I can tell you is at most 0.9 per second for the next 2 months.
There you go. George says, great question. It is a great question. It's hard to answer it.
Yeah.
I think that's why you asked it.
Yeah.
Good job. So here we go. We'll go ahead and roll this out real fast. Now we'll refresh it because I seen there's more comments there. So we'll refetch that. Anything goes. Don't include replies. See, we have 11 comments now. See, so here we go. All right, guys, we ready? Who wants to win some more mist? I want to see some FAs in the chat. I like FAs in the chat. Which, if you see us posting FA, right? Which I know you've probably seen it a couple of times, right? So FA stands for fucking awesome. It's just a PG way to say fucking awesome. Just hashtag FA. We have Chris, who is a native.
Bron, did you hear that? I hope Bron is watching. actually heard that hashtag. Maybe we should incorporate it into the Twitter.
Oh gosh, yes. I had it. I posted it in the Twitter post that I did, and I don't think she copied it. She probably didn't know what it meant. But yeah, FA. FA.
I love it.
Here we go. Roll them in the chat, guys. Y'all know I love it. You know we all love it. George says, I was wondering. Yeah, FA. Just a PG way to say fucking awesome. But rigged. See,
Rigged.
you can't win twice, and it picked you twice, 2 times in a row.
Oh, that's not. Yeah.
So rigged.
What? Like, no,
Rigged.
has he hacked your computer or something? Like, what's going on here?
I love it. Dig Deep Miner, I love you. This isn't the first time it's happened to him either.
No,
He's
he's
won-
won like all of our competitions.
He's won in like almost every competition we've ever had. Almost. There's some that he hasn't played in, but yeah. Dig Deep Miner, I
His
love you.
wallet must be full of a lot of weird and random coins.
Well, the only reason why he could have gotten picked again is because I refreshed it, and so it reset him.
Okay.
It's like now there's only 10 comments because it took his comment away. But you can't win again, Dig Deep Miner. No, I love
Hopefully, he
you.
doesn't have more than one.
So we'll try this again. Limitless Crypto. What up, buddy? I know you were here. Say you're here, buddy. Rigged. Yes, rigged Crypto and Hot Rods. You are correct. I want to thank the team. Hey, I want to thank you, Dig Deep Miner, for being so FA and helping out and doing all the stuff you do. Oh, buddy. He's the one that got me into the Finance Smart Chain DeFi. I'm a miner, so Ethereum DeFi was like right up my alley. But those gas fees are just way too high for me. And I just wasn't cool with that.
Yep,
So
I never got into it.
I just never dealt with it. I was like, no,
Yeah.
I'm good. I'll keep my Ethereum gains. I'm cool. So I left it, and then he was like, man, Smart Chain's the way to go. Smart Chain's the way to go. And then I started digging in and doing a lot of research, and then I dove in, and here I am, just using my my mining, some of my mining gains, not all of them. Never put all your
No,
eggs
they've
in one
done it.
basket.
They've done a fantastic.
But
They've done an
doing great.
absolutely fantastic job with Smart Chain. Like they
Limitless
solved
Crypto,
the-
where you at, buddy? Yeah, I saw you were here.
They've solved the issue with the scalability and solved the issue on fees. I think that they've done a really good job. I think the other guys need to now catch up in terms of, and Ethereum is going to have to catch up to BSC with their V2 launch. So it's going to be interesting times, and I think DeFi is really at a point where it's going to just explode. Everyone seems to be wanting to get into the space, and there just isn't enough. There isn't enough bandwidth on Ethereum to do it at the moment, and that's just pushing so much money to the BNB. And obviously, with the BNB run recently, that's just been great for us.
Well, Limitless,
so
I guess you're not
hopefully-
here, buddy. I can't let you win if you're not here, because you're not here to message me. So, I love you, buddy. Everybody says next. Yep, I know. You know the rules. Everybody knows the rules.
No, it's going to be Dig Deep Miner.
Max voltage. No, it can't be, because we never clicked refresh. As long as we don't click refresh, it'll take their names away. So, Max voltage. I know you're here. I just seen you. You just commented. You better be here. Be mad if you're not. You're over there watching Savage's video right now, huh? Just kidding. Savage is going live really soon. If not already live. I hope not. Oh, no, he is. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Savage, if you're here. Or if people are here from Savage. Tell them I'm sorry. Here. Cool. Max, message me. I'm always here. Hell yeah. Congratulations, Max. You're awesome.
Congratulations! I hope we see you around the ecosystem with you.
Yeah. Make sure you join their Discord and get up in there, guys. Well, I say we'll give away one more 250 and then we'll call it. All right. because we
No,
need
we'll
to be
give away.
mindful of time.
No,
We'll
we'll
give
just
away
give
all of it?
away. Yeah, just give it all.
Give all the rest of it away? Give the whole shebang?
Yeah.
Alright. So guys, the next one's gonna win, what was it? 500? Is that what it
500.
was? 500. 500 missed. We'll give it away right here, right now. And
That's
we'll
like
be heading out of
$300.
here. Maybe earlier. It's probably a lot more now. What, 60 cents times what, 500? Yeah, okay, that's $300. You just did the math a second ago, didn't you?
Yeah.
You just, yeah. Yeah. Oh. That guy Oz. Yes, there's still a chance. Oh, that guy Oz. I know you're hoping over here. He's posted a couple comments, very nice comments. Dig Deep, can I play? No, you can't play, Dig Deep. You can't play. Where do I post? Khalid. Oh my goodness gracious, Khalid, you need to. This will be the one time I post this. But I know that you're always around. There you go. I'll give you like a minute. Better be fast. But then I'll have to refresh and Dig Deep Miner.
Oh no, then Dig Deep's gonna be back in there.
Yeah, then
I
Dig
don't
Deep's
think
gonna be
we're
back
gonna get
in.
him for 500.
Reload comments. Yeah, I'll reload comments. Yeah. Because if other people have joined, it would make it fair. But I know that we've given away to Dig Deep and Max, so they both lose automatically. You're automatic losers, guys. But you're automatic winners because you already won. Yay! That's the way that works. Maybe. Alright, so I'll paste it. I won't click refresh yet. But guys, make sure you go over there and comment on that video. Super fast. Super fast. Just give it to that guy, Oz. If you win, give it to that guy, Oz. Dig Deep. Oh, Dig Deep. I love it. Yeah, I would totally do it if it was me. He posted a
I would
comment
have created
saying
another YouTube account by now and just commented if I was Dig Deep. I mean, he had the time.
Alchemist really hit home with the transparency, he says, and the why of what they do. He goes, I'm really comfortable on investing. See, that guy Oz, that's a nice comment, man.
Thank you.
Here we go.
Thank you very much.
We hope this is that comment. Fingers crossed it is.
Yeah.
So anything goes. You want to include replies. We got 13 comments, guys. Really, we got 11 because 2 people can't win.
Yeah.
And maybe 1 person isn't here. But pick a winner. Bree Miller. Love me some Mist. Dude, make sure you're here in the chat. Comment in. That'd be legit. Post it. Want to see it. And then you got to join the Discord and, you know, message me for all the other great stuff. Let's see it. Roll the dice. Hi. Hello. Hello, hello, hello. That's legit. I would make another account to play, but DCA Adventure is my family, and I won't do them dirty like that. I fucking love you, Dig Deep Miner. I love you, buddy. We've been
not serious enough about the Mist.
We've been chit-chatting long enough, you know. I've known Dig Deep for, what, it's been almost 2 years now, Dig Deep. But we've been, like, talking. He's been part of the Patreon almost since we made it. That was well over a year ago. So, love you, Dig Deep. I love that you're like that. Very helpful.
It's great to have that kind of support. And
It's great to have that kind of people in the community. Because it
makes what we
don't
just
have
work,
that everywhere.
doesn't it? Yeah, exactly.
That's for sure. Congrats. Congrats. Everybody that won some Mist, guys. And make sure you head over to Savage's channel. I think he's still streaming as we speak. I usually try not to run over his live stream, but I did.
Sorry, I talked a lot.
Sorry there, Savage. I saw he was here earlier. He said, yep, it's been like 2 years. Dude, I know, man. It's been like 2 years. Immersion cooling mining, garage mining, ASICs. Man, just
You know,
it's been a hell of a ride.
Like, George is a big miner, yeah.
Yeah,
George
it's what
was,
I
like,
seen.
really
It's what I seen. He said here a second ago. They were all started talking about it, and I was gonna comment. And I'm glad that you brought that back up. He said that he says I mine, I develop, and trade, and I farm. Man, you're like all of in there, man. That is like absolutely.
He's got a company that hosts like miners and stuff in different countries, so you can like buy the miners from him, and then they'll host it at like 10 cents a kilowatt or something in like countries like China, Russia, all kinds of different places. That's one of the things that he does. So yeah, he's really into mining. The two of you, I think, once you start talking mining and rigs and stuff, man, you won't get him off the phone. I'm telling you.
George, man, we need to have a nice little conversation. Nice little conversation, my man. We'll have a nice long conversation, I'm sure, if we have all that in common.
No, exactly.
Which is what I love, running into people that are very like-minded like that, like us, me.
Yeah, I'm.
Yes,
even I.
Thank you. He says thank you for coming, talk, and hang out with us, Degens. Yes. I absolutely I appreciate it. Thank you so much for coming out and talking to us and giving like your knowledge, giving out everybody your face, putting that out in the algorithm, just to like put a face behind a project, which is rare and in between in the DeFi aspect of things. Even for like big games like Pancake Swap and Bunny, like you don't really know who runs them. Like you know like there's a team, and there's a team, but you don't know who like really runs half of that stuff.
Yeah. So, who really owns it at the end of the day? You don't really know, right? You don't know if it's a big, conglomerate. I don't even know if it's some of these projects. I know the Bunny guys and the Pancake guys are pretty close, or they like sort of, Bunny's involved with Pancake somehow or something, but no one really knows how or why or how that sort of interacts with each other. It's just things that you hear sort of through the whispers in the DeFi world, and on Telegram chats and stuff like that.
Heck yeah. And there is the link right there for Savage's live stream, guys. Yeah, I know George was asking about it. Can't get enough from your crypto. I know, man. It's like relieving. It's a little frustrating, but it's relieving at the same time. You're muted, Jay. I seen you talking, but I heard nothing you said.
Discord's blowing up right now.
I know. I see it going crazy over here. I see that like the amount of people that have just joined your Discord is absolutely insane. Like it's just like just going down the list.
Good. Isn't that what
glad. I'm glad. Like it's just awesome to see people just like a community like awesome. Let's get up in here and let's go chit chat and learn.
Right, dig deep. That's right.
That's how you build a community. Damn right, dude. Heck yeah. This has been awesome. We need more devs like this in the space that are willing to talk about DeFi projects. I agree.
Absolutely.
Well, we'll refer you to some of the good ones that we're working with and stuff if you want, like some of the good devs.
Yes, please.
Some of the projects that we're looking at partnering at. I'm sure that they wouldn't have a problem coming up. And
that would be
our
great.
partners for that we'll be announcing in the next couple of days, actually, they're even based in the so, getting on your show wouldn't be a problem for them at all.
That'd be great.
So yeah,
we'll have my information and we talk
around. Yeah, absolutely. We'll ask around, and as we speak to people, say, do you guys want to do like, are you going to be, going on shows and stuff? You want to do an AMA with these guys? Be fun one. It was pretty good. And then get them to get in contact with you guys.
Yep, help us all grow.
Yeah, exactly. And the more I feel, the more we can get the word out about like good, honest projects. The better. I've got no issue with any of our competitors. I mean, there are our competitors, right, in the space coming on here and having a chat. So that's fantastic. We need that. We need that as part of this. We need more than one really transparent sort of DeFi. We want the whole space to eventually become transparent and become like any other part of crypto, really. Elon Musk has got a couple of $1 billion worth of Bitcoin because that's pretty common knowledge. Why can't you know who's sitting behind the side project? So hopefully if we can get sort of like-minded people on here, that sort of starts the ball rolling, and hopefully that's pretty good. And you guys get a couple more of the guys that are willing to put their face to the projects on here.
I would greatly appreciate it, and I thank you again for coming out here and having a good
Thank you for
time and
having
sitting
me.
and chit chatting and answering people's questions. They were great questions. I applaud everybody and thank you everybody for asking great questions and even some tough questions. It makes everything a whole lot better. Makes it more FA.
So you guys
So-
make sure you definitely go check out the links for Alchemist down in the description below.
Correct.
All kinds of links down there. So go join the Discord, join the Telegram, all that good stuff.
Correct. Telegram, Discord, as well as our Twitter, Medium articles. And the very first link is their actual website, where if you won tonight, you can go to that first link, and that's going to be where you're going to be going to stake some of that mist.
Where I'm going right after here.
Get in. So we can go buy some mist, and we all gonna go, mystify the competition, right?
That's right.
That was a good one. So we love you all, guys. Thank you all for coming out. Make sure you smash the like button and subscribe button, the bell notifications. So every time we go live here on the channel, and of course, I will see you all tomorrow for FA Wednesdays. Who knows what we'll have? Maybe we'll have some 3D printing stuff. Maybe we'll have some crypto space chalk. So we'll see y'all tomorrow, guys. Same time, same channel. Catch y'all later.
Have a good night, everybody.
Bye, guys.